Hi, you guys, and welcome to the Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. Welcome back. We didn't took a week off. Now we got now we got to put on the show. Okay, and we got a lot to talk about because we've been gone all week. Hold on, hold that thought 1 second. I need to just look at something really quick. I need to check my signal. I've just have been having an issue with my signal, so let me check on that, and then we're gonna see who's all in the building because we got to talk about the Super Bowl. We got to talk about Haley Bailey and her boyfriend DDG, and then we also have to talk about. Oh, it looks great. Okay. Oh, the connection looks great. Okay, so then we're gonna talk about and close that for now. Then we're gonna be discussing Zailey Flores because she came back home, and yeah, we're gonna talk about that because honey, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's allergy season, so if you see me pausing and muting because I gotta blow my nose, my apologies, okay? My apologies in advance, okay? So let's see who's all in the building. Then we're gonna get right to all of our stories, okay? Because I know I ain't seen you guys in a while. Hello, Lexi. Hello, Tish. Hello, Leah. Hello, Yinzi. Hello, Nikki. Hello, YNV. Hello, R. Virgil. Hello, Brenna. Hello, Brown Mama. Hello, Cami. Hello, Quandra. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Mimi. Hello, B. Ashland. Hello, Yvette. Hello, Yvette says, "What's up, fam?" Hello, Half Crazy. Hello, The Journey. Hello, Jess. Hello, Darnita. Hello, Jerica. Hello, Desiree. Oh, that's me saying yo. Hello, Yolanda. Hello, Nosy Inquisitive. Hello, Callie. Hello, Miss Harper. How you doing today? This is from Taniki. Says, "Hey, Chief. You've been gone a few days. What's up? I can't have a life." Am I not entitled to a life? I got to have a life. Okay. Hello, April. How you doing today? Hello, Tynesha. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Deirdre. Dre. How you doing today? Hello. Is it Alicia? Hello, Alicia. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Kels, all the way from Facebook. What's up, Minnesota Babies at present? Hello, Peanutters. Hello, Bougie. Hello, Creatively D. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Mayoshi. Mayoshi says, "Good night, everyone. Where are you going? We just got here." Hello, Simone. How you doing today? Hello, Kay. Hello, Greer. So, if I missed you, I apologize, but we got to get into these stories because there's a lot. It's not a lot, it's just a lot of little stories. Does that make sense? So I wanted to get into some. And then coming this week, I'm going to be doing a sit down, not a recorded interview, but I'm going to be doing a series on a pastor, and it's not Larry Reed, honey. We're going to be doing a series on a pastor because it's a mess. Okay. The story is a mess. The thing, shout out to the pastor's wife who reached out to us because honey, it's a mess. He a mess. And she wants to tell what y'all be saying? She wants to tell her truth. Okay. She wants to tell her truth. So she's gonna be sitting down with the nosy bystanders because we want to hear from her. And her husband slash pastor husband, he's a big named pastor. So, we're gonna be sitting down and talking with her. We're gonna be doing the series on it. Child, child. When I heard the story, I was like, "You're kidding." She reached out to another person who got in contact with me about the story. Um, she reached out to a person that I know. I'm not gonna explain. Who shared the story with us, and we were just like, I was blown away. So that story's gonna be coming this week, probably Thursday or Friday. We're gonna be pumping out the entire series on that story. We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna post it on TikTok, but we're gonna be going down all the details down that rabbit. So make room this Friday, child, because honey, he a dirty, as Armand Wiggins would say, he a dirty, 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 dirty dog. Okay, and zesty, if I might add. Okay, but not zesty in the sense of like Armand talks like he's gay. He's not gay. The pastor's not gay. He's just zesty. Okay, so we're gonna get into that story. This story is a mess, y'all. I wish I could explain more to you, but I gotta. You know me. I gotta put the story together where it makes sense. I can't just blurt out stuff. So I got the receipts too. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. Child. So which protects all of us, but the story is a mess. So first, I want to talk about uh Rihanna being pregnant. So Rihanna's pregnant. Shout out to Rihanna. Friends of the show. She doesn't know us, but we know her. She's pregnant. With her second baby. I guess she's 5 months pregnant. And she showed that at the Super Bowl halftime show. So people were like, oh my gosh, Rihanna's pregnant. Oh my goodness. Like, congratulations to Rihanna. Congratulations to Rihanna. It must be nice being pregnant. If you thought that second album was coming, it's not. It's not coming. That second album is not coming. The second album, zoop, gone. Okay. I saw somebody do a whole theory on it, and they said that they think Rihanna's just done with music. And I agree. I think she is done with music. I don't think that's like up her alley right now. I think she might come out with another album, but that's gonna be light years away. I think she's right in the phase of her life where she wants to like have babies, and do something with her wealth. So those babies or those the album is not more important than her wanting to have a family. So shout out to Rihanna for that one. The second story that I wanted to get into is that whole Haley Bailey, whatever her name is, Haley Bailey. She's one of those girls, part of that group called Chloe X Haley. And they're part of a girl group where I guess they sing. I don't really know much about them. Um, I'm not a fan of theirs, and this is no hate to them. And I know y'all would be like, Steph, why you always be shitting on why you always be shitting on singers and stuff. I just when I don't like them, I just don't like them. And there's no shade to these girls. They seem well to do. They just seem like talentless hacks. And that's just me just being straight up and down with you. I think the girls can sing, so I don't want to say talentless hacks. I just think that people overhype them for no because Beyonce likes them. You know what I mean? Like if they didn't have the blessing of Beyonce, like would y'all still like them? Probably not. Okay, let's be for real. And like in my personal opinion, I think that because the girls can sing, that people just say, "Oh, let them sing this, 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 and this." I watched Armand Wiggins do his piece on it, and he was talking about how when one of them, I can't remember which one it was covering Aaliyah, and she was singing it all like super spicy, and people were like, "What?" She was singing, I think the song "At Your Best," and people were like, "Why are you singing it like that? This is not that. This ain't that." So I think, to me, my personal opinion, I think they're over sexualized. The girls are over sexualized, so they like I feel like it's like when you're over sexualized, you have to hit this high note, not in singing, but like you have to just overtop yourself being even more sexual than the last denotion. And I feel like it like puts people in this headspace where like you have to be like that all the time. But then their music takes a back seat to their over sexualization. Does that make sense to anyone? Because that's how I look at them. I'm like, I get the whole being sexy and cute and spicy, but like don't start just don't start just denigrating all the music and making it sexy. Aaliyah's not sexy. She's urban. She has urban flair. That was her whole thing. She was just like the pretty girl on the block. That was Aaliyah's whole aesthetic. And when people try to make it like over sexual, it's like that wasn't even Aaliyah. That Aaliyah was sexy, but she wasn't like what they trying to make her memory out to be. So when they did that when Haley or Chloe or whichever one it was doing the cover of At Your Best, and people were like dragging her, she should have been dragged. She did that song no due diligence. Um, and it's just not the song. It's not that type of song. It's not that type of song. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Let me send me a comments. Then we're going to get into the mess with her being in this love triangle with somebody by the name of Ruby Rose, who's Haley's current boyfriend, who goes by the rap name of DDG, was sliding in his ex-girlfriend's DMs. And when she exposed that, he tried to drag her across social media. And I want to get into that here. Let me present. And here in this BuzzFeed article, I wanted to get into the details of it here, but we're going to get into that in 1 second. Let me get to some of your comments here, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I know the comments be going. You said, I can't wait. Oh, honey, then receipts going to come. That's from Ada Cole says, Rihanna probably done with music. She probably is. The second baby is the second album, child. This is from Lexi Glow says, child, we ain't going to see no album. We will see Jesus first, but we love her. Yeah, a lot of people do like Rihanna. This from Courtney says, yeah, she probably done with music for a while and she finna pop out a few babies. So I think we're gonna get pregnancy announcements for the next few years. I agree. I totally agree. You said Haley like Halle. Oh, Halle Bailey. Oh, got you. This is from YNV says, I noticed Rihanna's halftime performance was the only solo performance for a long time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and this is as famous as Rihanna is, I don't think she has to do a show with anyone else. Does that make sense? You said they're very talented. I guess that's subjective. This is from Kaylin. Hello, Kamiko. How you doing today? It's from Kaylin. Says their album "Ungodly Hour" is a banger from start to finish. Chloe by herself, though, is a different, not a different story, honey. Ooh, child. This is from Rowland. Says they were known before Beyonce Steph, but I understand. You understand what I mean? Like, if Beyonce didn't have her, like, footing, like, "Oh, I these are my proteges," they would not be as famous as they are, and they would not get as much grace as they get. Y'all be giving them too much grace, in my opinion. You said they were on Grownish too. What's that? This is from YV says, what about the Jay Prince granddaughter? Who is that? Because we're talking about Halle Bailey, not Jay Prince. I'm sorry. That might be another story for another day. This from April says, they're talented, but it's a time for one or both of them to get to the next step. Writers and producers, are they R&B or pop? I'm not entirely sure what they are. I want to say they're both. I want to say that they're both. This from Courtney says, I feel like society over sexualized them. I don't think that's who they are at the core. I feel like Chloe, particularly, is trying to force herself to be more sexy because it feels forced, right? Is it me or like it feel doesn't it feel forced? Like it feels really it feels forced. It feels they feel forced. It feels like they're forcing them on us, and I just don't. I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm trying to be like, but I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Like when I don't like something, I just don't like it. It's not about being a hater, right? And I understand that, but you have to understand because most people follow them doesn't mean that I have to. And because I follow certain artists doesn't mean that you guys have to. And you can have your own critiques on everything. I just don't like them. I don't think they're talented. I think they're just sex objects with voices. Does that make sense? And there's a difference. That's how I feel about Rihanna. She's just a sex object with a slight voice. Rihanna doesn't have range like most people think that she has range. That's just my opinion of whole Haley and Chloe. I don't think they're like they're not like this. Oh my god, it's just oh when they grace the room it's just talent dripping from their fingertip. That's not what I think when I think of them. I think over sexualized black women with dreadlocks who can sing. That's it. I don't think anything other than that. When I look at somebody like Doja Cat, that is to me, in my personal opinion, talent dripping from her fingertips. That is my personal opinion. I think that not only does Doja Cat have talent when it comes to acting and singing, but she has an actual personality that even if she didn't act or sing or rap, because she does both, she would still be incredibly talented. And that talent can grace her across all different mediums. But that's my opinion because I think that Doja Cat has personality. I don't think these two girls do. And that's just my personal opinion, right? I just don't think they have personality. I think they're stiff as a board. And I think it's because they're black. We just accept them because we want all black people to win. But it doesn't mean they're talented. Because you can sing doesn't mean that you got what it takes. They just have pretty faces and unique looking faces and dreadlocks and the adoration of Beyonce. But that doesn't do much for me. Does that make sense? It doesn't do much for me. So I think they're just okay at best. That's it. This is from Simba. What's up, Simba? Says Haley expressed before that she was very insecure with herself, and her being super spicy, in my opinion, is her way of overcompensating and also proving to herself that she can be sexy. That's a really good analysis on that, right? Like she's overcompensating for how she feels about herself personally, which I can totally get and I can respect it too. But I mean in the sense of talent. I just I just don't think they're talented. I just think that they're just things to look at. Does that make sense? This from Kel. What's up, Kel? Says yes. Doja Cat has some banging songs. She not only songs, but when I watch, I could watch Doja Cat's live streams on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, without knowing that this woman makes music, she's interesting. That's how I feel about Doja. That's why I like Doja Cat. Without looking at her music, like, oh, she does music too, because she's actually really funny and she's actually really like dope and she's got this great personality. And then if you add on top of that, like, oh, she's a fashionista and she can sing and rap and act. You're like, oh, she does all that too. That's why I like Doja Cat. When I look at Haley and Haley and Chloe, I don't get that. I get sex symbols. Does that make sense? But in other news, apparently Halle, however you pronounce her name, is dating somebody by the name of DDG, and his ex-girlfriend is causing quite the stir across social media. And let me share my screen with you guys. Here it's from BuzzFeed. It says Haley is clearing the air, and she did. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on one second, you guys. All right, let me get to this. So I guess Haley had cleared the air and she posted this tweet here and said, let me scroll down to the tweet where she actually replied to all of this nonsense. I think she said, some people are weird, y'all be blessed. Oh, she said, the devil is working. Hold on one moment. She said, the devil is working. LOL. Please don't feed into the lies, especially from a third party. Stay blessed, everyone. DDG replied back and says, can't y'all just let my meat go now? Ruby is a weirdo. She'd been hating on my relationship for years. Mm. She'd been hating on my relationship for years. Hmm. I think the texts are real. I don't care what no one says. Let me go to the messages. These these are real. These are real. These are real. He can lie and say whatever he wants to say. I don't care. I do not care. They're real. They are very much, very much, very much real. And he is barking up the wrong tree trying to sit here and lie to us about it completely. He is. Hold on, y'all. I need to blow my nose. Nah, he's a liar. And I don't believe it. He's trying to sit here and try to gaslight us into thinking that he didn't send his ex-girlfriend these messages when in actuality he did. He sent them. And don't let people like this gaslight you. And the fact that she's okay with this. Now, I don't know if this relationship is just fake. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if the relationship is like what's the word I'm looking for? If the relationship is like one of those like those PR relationships or not. But at the end of the day, this is real and this is him, and the fact that he's trying to just gaslight us into thinking that like this isn't real is ridiculous. It's almost ridiculous. Let me get to some of your comments. This recording says it should be embarrassing for Haley to be in a relationship with him. Incredibly embarrassing. Like, why are you in a relationship with somebody who would actually treat you like this and somebody who would actually message and DM their ex-girlfriends? It's like, did he want to get caught? That's my question. Like, did he want to get caught? Like, because if he wanted to get caught, okay, get caught. He was gonna get caught. And the fact that he dated this girl and um the fact that he dated this girl and didn't know she was messy is the part that I don't get. Like, she messy. Why you even do it? Or was this whole thing a whole PR stunt? Like, was it a whole PR stunt? You know what I mean? Like, That's my question. Was it a PR stunt to like get attention on your boring relationship? That's what I want to know. Like, this from Missy says, I feel like it's a PR relationship, and the contract can't be broken. Kind of like Carisha and Diddy, because that's what it feels like. I hate to say that, and I love Carisha, but like, is it like Carisha and Diddy? You know, is that what it is? Is that what this relationship is? Because that's also indeed incredibly pathetic. This from YV says DDG is gonna mess up Haley's Disney movie money before the movie even drops. Could be. This from Cece says that it's definitely real. He wasn't expecting Ruby to expose him, and that's why they're fed up. Fed up. But he cheating. This from John Ivy says, yeah, wasn't Doja Cat on white incel platforms called called I don't remember that at all. You have to explain that to me. This from Naya said Blueface said Krishan told her to post it. They're going back and forth on they're going back and forth on Twitter. Yeah, I didn't know that she had told her to post it. That's crazy. This from Courtney says I hope their relationship is fake because they just don't match on compatibility levels. His career is to be a troll. Why is she with someone like that? I mean, that's a great question. The short answer is I don't know. I don't know why she would be with someone like that. It seems like a mess. It just seems like in my personal opinion, it just seems like a mess. It's that simple. It seems like a messy relationship, you know. Cassie and Diddy. Could be. This is from Simba says, I honestly don't think they're together for real. I think they're platonic and the media gave them a relationship title and they just never corrected it because it looked good. Young black love. That's possible. That is possible. That's quite possible. I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing stinks. The whole thing stinks. Hold on, you guys. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the entire relationship. I think it's weird. I think it's strange. I think that I mean, it just seems all weird. It seems weird and fabricated, if you ask me, and a mess. It does seem like a mess, but enough of that story, okay? Because I'm just be honest with y'all. I don't care. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't give a fuck about these people. They all seem weird and strange, just weird. The Ruby lady seems strange. DDG, never heard of him until today. Seems strange. Haley, the fact that she's okay with this, knowing those messages are real. She's starting to sound like Cardi B when all those times Offset was cheating. Um, it's just weird. These people are just being weird. And if they're gonna do all of this for fame and stardom and to make a name for themselves, they're taking the worst route. I don't care what Hollywood insider publicist told them that this was a bright, brilliant idea. It seems dumb. It seems dumb. So, if Haley is this all-knowing, all-seeing being that you guys keep trying to make her out to be, you would think that she would have enough self-respect for herself to leave this person, and you would think that whoever her publicist is or whoever the people in her lives are would even condone this kind of PR work. You understand what I mean? Like, I want y'all to just be real with yourselves for one moment. Stop caping for people who are making these poor decisions just to be famous. If it is a PR relationship and she has to go through this humiliation across the network or across the internet, all simply so she can boost her her Hollywood credit, then that says more about her than it does about you as her fans. Why are you even supporting someone like that? I don't care if she can sing. She's throwing her life away to be with some bum. Like, and so to me, I feel like if she's willing to diminish her light like that simply just to be famous and relevant, she seems like a terrible person to be. I'm talking about Haley Bailey or whatever her name is. She seems like a terrible person to begin with because if the relationship is real and it and because those screenshots look real, and she's willing to sit out here and, oh, don't, the devil works hard. Don't bring God into this, and don't bring the devil into this either, right? Your boyfriend is embarrassing you across Twitter, and why you're caping for him is gross. If the relationship is not real and this is a PR relationship, and you're doing this just for fame and to have relevancy, you look even more foolish. So either way, if it's real or fake, you still look dumb. Like you look like an idiot. And the fact that people are sitting here like, it just doesn't make sense to me because it just looks embarrassing. Like it's embarrassing. She looks embarrassing if it's whether the relationship is real or a PR stunt. She's embarrassing herself simply to be relevant, and it's like, is it really worth? You could just be single and just be a bad bitch and just be single. You know what I mean? Like you could be a single bad bitch, or you can just be on the internet caping for terrible men and gaslighting your audience. Like, oh, the devil works so hard. You're gaslighting us. You know what I mean? Like, you're gaslighting us. Crazy. Okay. Crazy. So I just weird. Let me get to some of your comments. This is from April says, chalk it up to being young and dumb. As a grandma used to say, we sometimes go through that stage at a young age. By mid 20s, she should have it figured out. By mid 20s, she should have figured out. Isn't she in her mid 20s? You said she knows they are real. Exactly. She know those messages are real. She know they real. She knows they are real. It's just simple gaslighting to me, in my personal opinion. It's just like she's just gaslighting us, or she's gaslighting y'all. And it's just crazy. This is from Sin, says her and Chloe had to figure out a way to relate to the common folk. Hello, Shasha. How you doing today? She's probably embarrassed. Yeah, exactly. If I was embarrassed, I wouldn't have said nothing publicly. I would have just kept it to myself. This is from YMV says DDG and Haley are a couple. He has a YouTube channel with them on dates and vacations. So it is real. And so she's just out here just gaslighting her audience to make them, because I'm not her audience, but make her audience believe that those screenshots aren't real. Those screenshots are very much real. Um, it's crazy. This is from Kaylin says, you really don't like them girls. I'm not impressed by him. Does that make sense? This from Meeks in the chat says, yeah, I thought maybe DDG was just in a toxic situation with Ruby, but he's a bum. Seems like it. Seems like it. He seems like a bum. This from Beyonce, or this from YMV says, Beyonce and her people can't tell Haley nothing. Look at Beyonce's spouse and his background. That's who Haley is mirroring, her mentor. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I found out that Beyonce was her mentor, all of this whole story made sense. I didn't find out Beyonce was her mentor till today. So when I said, "Oh, that makes sense. Look who's mentoring her." Like, not like Michelle Obama, who's been in a very successful marriage for the better part of 30 years to a husband who's never cheated on her, at least as far as we know, you know what I mean, and who had subscribed his way all the way to the highest position in the world, the president of the United States. That's not a role model. But an ultra elusive, ultra private woman who expresses herself through music. I'm talking about Beyonce, who expresses herself through music and expresses how her husband has been cheating on her for the better part of 15 years. Who's incredibly depressed and anxious about her life, who has no friends, because no one ever says, oh, you see Beyonce out with her friends, like you always see most celebrities, you will see them at least in private circles out with their friends. With no friends, a sister who's married, who's like living her own life, a mother who's married, who living her own life. She's got no other siblings that she talks to. And so so this woman who's living this incredibly secluded, elusive, private life with really no friends. And that is your mentor. Okay. That says everything that I needed to know. This from Shaw Shaw says, I'm gonna just let them rich people have their exactly. Y'all really don't know that. Exactly. Don't be knowing them, but be in the comments caping. This from YMV said, or sorry, this from Yenzi says, Beyonce doesn't tell her business. That's a fact outside of Lemonade. She should. Maybe she'd get friends, you know? Maybe if Beyonce told her business, she'd have some friends. Yeah, it's a mess. But that's besides the point. Let's get to Zailey. Let's get to Zailey because I want to talk about Zailey Flores. If you guys don't know, if you check out our previous stories we had discussed here on the live show, there's a girl who went missing in Mexico by the name of Zailey Flores. Her mother made a dying declaration basically across social media saying that her daughter's missing and she needed some help finding her. Then an ex-boyfriend, a boyfriend appeared stating that he had been with Zailey in Mexico and he lost her in a crowd of people. He had stated that he was going to go back down to Mexico to find her. And we were just kind of like sitting ducks, waiting to see if it happened. Well, it did. He found her. And the day he did show up with Zailey, the mother deleted all of her social media because people were questioning why the mother wasn't doing her best efforts to go and get her daughter and find her daughter, or at least send her daughter a bus ticket home. And when the more questions people had for the mother, the more she started deleting stuff off her social media, which made people really question whether Zailey was actually missing at all, or if the mother was using her daughter's, I don't want to say missing status, but her daughter's inability to call her status as a way to garner herself followers and supporters across social media. The mother did leave a trail of statements, which gave people clues as to what it is she was actually doing across the internet. She had stated a couple of weeks back that she had a TikTok account with 20,000 followers, but she deleted it because social media didn't mean anything to her. Except she got a new TikTok account with about 20,000 followers. And now she's deleted every single post that she had made about her daughter, the concerned mother as she claims to be. But the concerned mother never left her house to go get her daughter. The concerned mother wouldn't even send her daughter a bus ticket and attempted to galvanize the entire internet against the boyfriend who went and got the daughter and to out and make him out to be a villain. The boyfriend stated that when the mother called him, the mother stated that Zailey was dead and had committed suicide and he should just quit looking for her. I believe the mom told him that. I do. I do believe she told him that. I do. 100% unequivocally, I believe it. I believe she told him that because if Zailey were to reappear, it makes the mother's story sound like garbage. And you have this man attempting to crowdsource money for a bus ticket, gas, if what have you, to go and get her from Mexico because he didn't want to leave her down there. And you have this mother basically standing in the way, stopping him from attempting to go get his quote unquote girlfriend, which seems strange to me. Now, Nick at Night was in the live chat with us last Friday, and she stated she thought the mother and the boyfriend were both lying. And I stated to Nick at Night, I said, hey, the only way we're going to be able to find out the truth is when one of them, the mother or the boyfriend, actually shows up with Zailey. It turns out the boyfriend did because he had no reason to lie. He was not deleting anything off his social media. He was not scrubbing the internet of his self and who he was. So the fact that the mother was the only person thoroughly deleting all of her social media and the boyfriend wasn't, it made me believe, it made me believe that the boyfriend was actually telling the truth. And he was. He was telling the truth the whole time. He was telling the truth the whole time. So that's just my personal opinion. Let me get to some of your comments. This is from Yinzi says, yes, she does. LOL. you have to watch the Friends post. That's the only way you're going to see Beyonce, Kelly, and Angie. She already said her circle is tight. Who are we talking about? Beyonce? This one Shasha says she don't have anyone to tell ish to. Beyonce, yeah, I don't think she does. This is from Miss Benita said the album should have been called Snap. Carl said, I'm like Saint Liken. This from Cami says she's back on TikTok now making jewelry like it never happened. Ciao. I think the mother's name is April. April, as Armand Wiggins would say, is a dirty, 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 dirty dog. She used her daughter to simply go into Mexico to strip, which sounded like her daughter was in Mexico just to make some money. It seems to me that she used her daughter in Mexico, who was just down there to make some money, as a story of, oh, she's missing in Mexico. Go find my daughter. This could be another Shanquilla Robinson case, and just watching her live stream, she was becoming more and more and more and more and more and more and more unhinged, telling her audience, I need y'all to do me a favor and go mass report people. Like, who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Like, I mean, I'm asking a legitimate question. Who does that? Who does that? This from Wine V says, I hate the mother daughter dynamic. The mothers complete or talk negative about their daughters. Exactly. You called it though. Y'all, I honestly, I don't be trying to sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna toot my own horn. And I don't mean to. I don't mean to be like that type of person. But like, when I analyze something, I'm actually analyzing something. I am. I always have to have this speech with everyone. Like, Steph, how'd you know? It's just analyzing it. It's just looking at the pattern of what people say and they do, see if they match up. Do they mirror each other? Are they off? That's all I do. That's all I look at. That's literally all that I look at. And like, you know, and if I just say this don't make sense, hell, it don't make sense, And I don't mean to say it because I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to say this off the side of my neck. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because I'm really analyzing this information. And it just seems weird and it just doesn't add up to me. It just be seeming weird and strange and none of it ever makes sense. And I'm just like, y'all, this is what I think. I told you guys, I said, there's something about that boyfriend is he just seems genuine. He might be a drug seeker, but other than that, he just seemed like a genuine person. He didn't seem like he was hiding much. If you asked him a question, he'd answer it. He was very straightforward about it. You know what I mean? He didn't have an answer for everything. He's like, something I don't know. He's like, I filed a police report. I couldn't find her. And then when I found out that she was staying at a friend's house and she was stripping at this club in Tijuana, I just said, okay, I'm gonna go down there and get her when I get a little bit of money. He just didn't have the money to go get her. And the fact that people were sending the mom money and not sending him money to go pick up Zailey drives me crazy. That mom knew exactly what she was doing. She knew precisely what she was doing. She was attempting to um steal the shine from her daughter, just simply just being in Tijuana trying to make some extra dollars. You know what I mean? Because that's what it seemed like. And like the fact that the mom was like trying to just steal her glow, I just found that to be such a, like it was just, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I'm like, why are you doing that to her? Like, what is, like the mom was just stealing the life out of her daughter's whole story. Let me get some of your comments. From Double H says, has the local news done a follow-up story yet? Did the mom have an interview supposedly? All she told the news was that her daughter was found, but I don't think I think she left a statement, but I don't think she did an actual interview. And if she did do an interview, I didn't see it. And I guess I'd have to look for it, but that's a good question. This from Lexi Glow says, the lady who rides on the short bus with a window and a doll babies as the driver, child, her and this lead filled jewelry love to draw in to her drama. And Look, if you want to buy her jewelry, buy her jewelry. Okay. Buy the jewelry. I don't care if you do or not, but just be weary about people. When people said that that mom, her first, because I posted it on Instagram. Let me see if I can pull it up on Instagram. I did. I posted it on Instagram. When the mom did the story. Let me see how far back I can go. I posted it and I just thought it just felt strange to me. So let me see if it's still on here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I posted on my Instagram and people were in the comments simply saying what's wrong with the mom? Why she act like that? Her disposition was so weird to people. So it was like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I posted it probably so long. I can't even remember when I posted it. Or okay, I guess I can find it. I don't know. It's probably like why I'm doing like that. Why she like it, like she, why her, um, why is her, she got a good attitude, she's had a power for a long, and that was her first, that were just like, it's just her attitude was weird. You said your boy, hold on, let me click on this. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on, let me refresh this. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I don't know, something was going on with my internet. Okay, you said your boy Armand is over here acting a fool. You better come watch him. I love me some Armand Wiggins. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I didn't understand the mom. I don't get her. I'm not entirely sure why she um was just, her demeanor was just off. It was off, and a lot of people knew it was off. This from Shell says she refunded the GoFundMe. I thought she did refund it, but she also posted up her Cash App. And because she posted up her Cash App, that's how she was able to get that money. So we don't know how much money went to her Cash App. We know that only $300 went to her GoFundMe, but we're not entirely sure how much money had went to her Cash App. So it could have been, literally could have been any amount of money. It literally could have been any amount of money. And we literally have zero clue how much money she actually got from her followers and her supporters. It could have been thousands. Who knows? But she was definitely taking money from people. And she said that, oh, I refunded the GoFundMe, but you didn't refund the Cash Apps. Interesting, very interesting. But the mom, she's definitely something else. I don't know, you guys. I mean, there's not really much to the story. Zailey's home, and that's kind of the end of it. But it is what it is. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I know it's a short live. It's not a whole lot going on in the news today, but we'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, here at the Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. And again, this week we got a really big story coming out about that pastor who is we have a story come out, that pastor who really did his wife dirty. So we're gonna be going over that story this Thursday, but make sure you stay tuned for that because it's gonna be a really big story. So thank you again for watching us here. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, here at the Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. We got news all week, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.